ask for your Holy Spirit upon us, open our ears and soften our hearts to the message we pray. In Jesus' name. Well, today's sermon was a difficult one to write, and it's one that if I hadn't have put so much effort into it, I would have started again, ripped it up and put it in the bin, because I haven't got an answer to this. It's something I've struggled with. When you're thinking, what's he talking about? I'm talking about pain and suffering. And we hear Jesus praying to God about suffering. And it's one of the most difficult questions that you as Christians will know. I'm sure there's always been someone who said to you, well, why does God allow suffering? And the answer is, I don't know. So we'll start off with that there's going to be no satisfactory conclusion at the end of this sermon, but hopefully perhaps some words of comfort. You know, when I'm attending somebody who is dying, I feel totally and completely inadequate. I don't have words to make people feel better. Because I guess everybody here at some stage or other has faced a tragedy. You know how angry you can be, how emotional. And C.S. Lewis, I don't know if anyone knows C.S. Lewis, a great Christian writer. But in his book, A Grief Observed, he's talking about the death of his wife. And he says this: meanwhile, where is God? This is one of the most disquieting symptoms. When you are happy, so happy that you have no sense of needing him, if you turn to him, then with praise, you will be welcomed with open arms. But if you go to him when your need is desperate, when all other help is in vain, what do you find? A door slammed in your face, a sound of bolting and dull bolting on the inside. After that, silence. You may as well turn away. C.S. Lewis makes sense of it later on, but that's how he feels when his wife is dying. And it's something which so many people ask about suffering and pain. Why so much pain? Do you know, I wish I could be like this. Some years ago, I was attending a lady who was dying, and she knew she was dying, and she was getting on in this. And we were celebrating communion around the hospital bed with the family. And Daisy had just an amazing smile on her face. She couldn't stop smiling. And her daughter said, "Mum, what are you smiling about?" She said, "I can't wait." She said, "What can you wait for?" She said, "I can't wait to get to heaven and see what's going on up there." She said, "You know, all these years I've wondered, and now I'm so close." I just wish I could be like that. But I've got a feeling that when my time comes, although I know my place in heaven is secure, I've got a feeling I'll be saying, "Not quite ready yet, Lord, I'm not quite ready. I've got a few more things my wife wants me to do." I'll be clinging onto earth. And hey, I don't think there's anything wrong in that. God knows. Jesus knows how we are, how we suffer, what pain we have. How does he know? Because he suffered. He He took all the pain of the world and sin upon him. How did he do this? Well, it's simple. It's the two natures of Christ. Jesus was fully human and yet divine. The two natures of Christ. He suffered more than we could ever suffer. So when we suffer, Jesus is there with us. Just like C.S. Lewis. At the time, we might not know his name. There's a great writer called John Stott. And he says this: I could never myself believe in God if it were not for the cross. The only God I believe in is the one Nietzsche ridiculed as a God on the cross. In the real world of pain, how could one worship a God who was immune to it? Stott describes the statue of Buddha as he saw whilst visiting Buddhist temples in Asia. He says, Buddha has his legs crossed, his arms folded, his eyes closed, the ghost of a smile playing around his mouth, a remote look on his face, detached from the agonies of the world. You contrast this image of detached serenity with that lonely, twisted, tortured figure on the cross. Nailed through hands and feet, back lacerated, limbs wrenched, brow bleeding from the thorn pricks, mouth dry, and intolerable thirsty, plunged in God's forsaken darkness. That is the God for me, says Stott. He laid aside his immunity to pain. He entered our world of flesh and blood, tears and death. He suffered for us. Do you know Jesus, when you remember that when in Cana in Galilee, he changed water into wine? If you read that, do you know, I just see Jesus sort of saying to his mother, "Go away, woman. I don't want to do it." It was because he knew that the clock was ticking as soon as he changed that water into wine, his first miracle. That he knew that soon he'd be on that cross. Because his feelings, because he was fully human as well as being divine. He must have been scared. He must have been worried, frightened even. And then the temptations in the desert. And the Pharisees were after him. He must have been afraid. Not only for himself, but for his family. And then on the cross, and you remember those words, my God, why have you forsaken me?" He knew what it was to be in the pits of despair. It's difficult for us. We have no answers. I just know that God is in there with us. Why does he allow us to suffer? I have no clue. I guess we'll find out when we go to glory. But I know that it's meant to be. Just because we're Christians, we shouldn't escape this world of suffering. I don't know why thousands, millions of people die of starvation. Perhaps it's because in the West we're so greedy. I don't know. There's a story from, it's a true story from one of my favourite authors, a chap called Adrian Klaus. Worth checking up on. You can buy his books online. And he's talking about an incident with his daughter. It says this: a couple of years ago, we took our bicycles down to New Haven, crossed by ferry to northern France, and spent a few enjoyable days pedalling from town to town along the river valleys. Our last day was set aside for exploring the port of Dieppe before we crossed the channel that evening. Just after lunch, we entered the cool interior of a big church near the centre of the town. I lost touch with the others for a while, but after a few minutes I discovered Katie, aged 4, staring at a life-size sculpture of Mary, the Mother of Jesus, holding her son's dead body in her arms and looking into his face with an expression of real pain and loss. Katie turned when she saw me. "Daddy, why has Jesus got holes in his side?" Stumbling, I explained that a Roman spear had been responsible. Katie was horrified. She studied the sculpture again. "Daddy, he's got holes in his feet. Why has he got holes in his feet?" "Look," I pointed to a small crucifix on the wall above us. They nailed his feet to that piece of wood called a cross, and those are the holes where the nails were. Nailed his feet? She turned to look at the stone figure again. Her voice broke a little as she spoke. "Daddy, he's got holes in his hands as well. They didn't nail his hands as well today." Sadly, I explained. Katie moved closer to the sculpture, put her arms around Jesus, and rested her face down on his knee. Suddenly, I longed to go back to the time when I first understood that Jesus died for me, and it really hurt, before I covered my faith with words and words. I wanted to be a child.